Alright, here we are back. Short break. But now we have our next mission. And let's see what we want to do. So we want to go somewhere to repair the printing press. Let's see where in the region that is. Is that anywhere we can fast travel? Nope. Okay. I guess we have to go all the way around here. So I guess the Forlorn Crossroads would be a good point. So let's try that, I guess. The music is very sad today. Well, you know, this game has sad music in general, so not, you know, unusually sad today, but like with the violins and things, it's like extra sad. So yeah, I think we're just going down there. Any maraudy guys here? Doesn't look like it. Good. Yeah, we're heading the right way. So over the bridge, then right, then left. Okay. That sounds like it's in the distance. And I'm going over the bridge. There was this song by a local artist. About someone going over the bridge. There's the city I grew up in was basically, you know, like a Twin Cities setup where it was oh, we never went in there.
That's fun. Way to go, Cap! Perfection.
Could work. So let's see what this place.
I'm glad I didn't eat, because the smell here is 100% barf.
It's interesting. C&P Borst Factory. Oh. Hello? I guess I can't talk to you. Well, let's take a quick look around if there's any obvious way. Okay, it seems to be well guarded. Why is there a C&P factory on Monarch? I mean, sure they need food, but like, is it still run by C&P or is it MSI now? There are NPCs staring at you while you're on break. Yes, there are. It looked really weird, like the one guy stepped up behind me and like with that hood pulled over their face, just standing there suddenly behind the character. Yeah, it looked really weird. That would be an interesting thing to study. Game dialogue, drama, comedy, satire, etc. versus mood of music. I mean, some games might choose the Benny Hill music, but in this satire they chose something melancholic. Yeah, I guess it's if you're going for a comedy or a satire, you know? Like in satire you can basically play most things seriously. Because, you know, it's more the content that turns it into satire, you know? which is why, you know, satire works so well, you know, for movies, for example, because the people who don't get satire, okay, there's nothing here. Not even a nice little loot box for me to loot. Yeah, so you know, certain movies work, like Starship Troopers works very well just as a militaristic action movie, as it works as, you know, a criticism of it, because it's so over the top that it both appeals to the people who realize it's over the top and the people who think, well, reality isn't harsh enough and this is, you know, what I would like to happen. Okay, that seems to be a slightly aggressive mechanical.
Going silent.
And a marauder. Cascadia Turnpike. This doesn't look like New Jersey. Well, let's sneak past, see if we can do it. Generally, I think there's a lot of... On one hand, a lot of things that probably haven't been studied in games. Although, you know, there is a lot of studies. There are a lot of studies out there. If you look... Oops. But I also wonder, like, if more games should maybe pay attention.
Here we go, Cap! Plasma isn't working!
Plasma ain't helping!
We're not getting through! Everyone all right?
Jesus. They're yelling so much. It's always funny if, like, their signal started to yell, you know, before the battle was over, and then they keep yelling. I mean, you know, on the other hand, it's probably realistic. You know, because, you know, you don't just, if you decided to yell, you might, you know, let it trail off a little bit, just because that's how the brain works, you know, you need to get a moment to calm down again. Alright, yeah. So I found it really interesting, how... Let's go over there, maybe we can be slightly sneaky in there. I'm not here. You see nothing. Yeah, so it's always curious how certain gameplay mechanics or games like miss certain spots. You know, sometimes it's just you don't have the time to add more detail. But sometimes it's also just about...
Go! Nothing like a good tussle.
Alright, you folks need some looting. You know, so sometimes it's just, you know, engine limitations and, you know, you could have spent time on making the gameplay loop better or presenting it nicer, you know. And sometimes, You know, it's just, you know, like an indie studio might not have all the skills in the company to realize, you know, they might realize, it feels a little hollow or something in spots, but they might not quite know how to fix it. So that's always curious to see what's missing in a game. Like things like, well, we can play music in the background, but building a mechanism that dynamically changes the music is very difficult. Like LucasArts was well known for having that in their adventure games, their iMuse system. That was basically, well, today you would call it MIDI music. It wasn't MIDI yet, but like it was, you know, like they had sound samples and basically a score, and the computer would play the sound samples pitched up and down to match that score with like 3 or 4 voices or whatever.
Here they
Whoops. Alright.
done here.
Gotcha. Oops, I overlooked that they had a dog with them, I guess. Sorry, a canid. But that's about the extent of my tactics skills, I guess. That I look and let's say, oh, that's the big guy. Mechanical, so I need the big electric gun. Rizzo's Cascadia. Did we walk down the right way? Yeah, okay. So I guess we have to go through Cascadia then. Oh, and this looks suspiciously locked. And we don't have enough to hack it. It's interesting that it plays their jingle. Oh, that looks like another mechanical. Yeah.
Here we go.
Whoops, wrong gun.
Nice hit.
Whoa! I ran into a mine. That wasn't good.
Patch yourself up, Captain. Can't get past that armor. Hunker down, Cap. You guys all right? Nice one.
Why did the healing not do anything? Getting burned too many times has made you susceptible to plasma damage. No, I don't want to accept a flaw. That's for people who want fancier gameplay, I guess. Oh right, I didn't have to use the inhaler, I could have used consumables, oh well. Oh. Right, the door is open. Seriously? Just when I find my sniper rifle, you walk out of the shot. Yeah, but so, you know, some things are just technically hard to do, and that's why games don't do them. Like changing the melody, like changing music. As you go through you know, different areas of the game. Like you can, it depends on how you do it. Like if you have, oh,
Incoming.
Study.
Getting through.
Got some tough armor.
Alright. Oh, you want a shot as well?
Libations on me, folks.
Libations on me. Fancy way of saying drinks. It's also interesting all the stuff you need to do in a game like this. You know, where you need to build little models for like the version lying on the table, but also you need an icon for the inventory and all that stuff. And you know, like if there's you need the, for example, the clothing when they're wearing it, and you need the clothing when you know, like as an icon, and you need the clothing lying on the ground. I shot someone over there, yes. So let's see if there's anything up there. Oh, I forget that. It's all the switching between games that have different ways of walking up ladders. It's like the things that you do the least, then of course you mix up between games. And you know, half the time you don't really pay attention to the prompts. And that's also something, you know, like if you know, like your companions are kind of stupid and they will just try to stay at a certain distance or whatever. So what do you do when you're like walking here and your companion is on there? Like, you know, what happens now? And you see, like, I get bumped to the side a little bit, and her as well. But of course neither of us should fall down. I wonder if I can do that. Can I push you down? Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. You know, and it's like, what do you do? Like, you see she just materialized back up there, so they just went, it's the wrong level, it would be weird, she's been out of view, so we'll just teleport her back. Whereas in other, you know, like, and you don't want, you know, like, that to break your stealth, and you don't want companions to get in the way, because they're, you know, it's always called AI. It's not real artificial intelligence, of course. That's just a way to oversell the you know, the methods. Basically, it's just, you know, like a list of things to do. When X happens, then do Y. So that's the opposite of AI. In general, they don't learn. So. Oh, there's a vending machine. Nice. Let's sell our junk at least. It's probably something I should make a habit during break, actually, to try and just sell some stuff.
Here we go. Nice work.
Rawr, kill.
You pay! Armor's too strong! Hit him with something else! Don't mess with us.
She has a melee hammer and is not afraid to use it. Good. But yeah, where was I? I was so impressed that she said, armor is too strong, use something else, you know, which is a much better yell than plasma isn't doing it. Rizzo, point of sale interface. Cecil McClure, Ira Boyd. Unable to establish connection to Rizzo Inc. monetary processing. This terminal is now in its default log and message viewing mode. 4th, 5th, 11th, March 11th. Okay. February 4th, 2344. Law help me, help us all. I saw one, frothing at the mouth, barely able to string a word or two together, walking at me as if to devour me whole. Zora was right. There are monsters here. We need to get out if we want to live. So Zora was at Rizzo's? Cecil, you aren't insane. They were people once. I don't know what they are now, Zora. These crazy assholes don't know how to use a keypad. I took one from my clinic office and installed it on the bridge gate. 2613. Be safe, Zora. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, so with the whole, you know, like you don't... If companions can stand in your way, that's of course annoying, because they might block your way and not notice that they need to get out of the way. And so what many games do is that you can just walk through them, which actually... No, well here it's just pushing aside, but of course that means you can fall down, can just then break by stealth. So there's a lot of things you have to pay attention to when you make a game. And that's why, you know, like personally I would say, you know, like keep the actual position of companions, you know, in the spot and let you just walk through them as far as the game is concerned, and just add an animation that kind of makes them look like they're, you know, turning to the side so that you might pass, you know. Okay. Closed. It's like the nude beach, clothed for winter. Sorry, always forget that I have this button. I left my badumtis button at the office, so it's I don't remember it. Enter access code. Oh, if I had hack 100, I could override the gate log. Access gate unlocked. Please be advised that harm to company assets or personnel as a result of the bridge being opened will be divided and taken from every Cascadia employee's pay. Whoops. Wrong button. There's a robot there. It's not friendly. Okay. Let's close this for now and see if there's anything else we can get here.
Here we go.
That was cool.
That one's mine.
Oh, this one is yours. Jesus, stop shooting at us. We're just looting. Okay, there's something aggressive down out there that has now heard us. Interesting. But I guess it's stopped. Let's jump just because we're here, and that's fast. Let's see what we can find here. Public Notice 117. This notice, on the issuing of a hazard clause for Terra 1. This notice, issued on January 12th, 2343, serves as a public denouncement of Terra 1 as a feasible workplace environment. Due to the hostile and aggressive nature of the wildlife, as well as the unsustainability of its natural flora for use in human consumption, the Halcyon Holdings Corporate Board has officially enacted a hazard clause covering the entirety of Terra 1. After an evacuation period of no more than 6 months, Terra 1 will be officially considered illegal territory. As this is a unanimous decision, any corporation caught operating on Terra 1 after the evacuation period will face fines and possible disbarment as defined in Halcyon Code 22.1. That's kind of interesting. Like, how did staying is fine, but leaving and operating is bad. So that is a little bit unclear, because we know that MSI stayed on Terra 1 on Monarch to be granted ownership. And if they have ownership, they can just say no, it's not working, but then, you know, like, that kind of seems weird. But I guess that was a loophole in some way. Theodore T. Pauline B. As it goes, I've received confirmation that Rizzo will soon abandon Terra 1 with the rest of the corporations. We are expected to maintain our exports until the day we leave. All teams will continue to operate until told otherwise. As of this time, I don't see the need to inform anyone outside the three of us of the board's decision. We don't want our workers thinking they're going to be reassigned. Just let them do what they do best, their jobs. Does this change our priorities at all? Should we begin scuttling research and focusing more on the exports? No, we'll hit our export quotas for the next 7 months at least. Project Taro is still our #1 priority. Project Taro. I mean, we have these Taro whatever, not pterodactyls, but like Taro rays, I think is what they were called, flying around all the planets. I guess they were doing something with those. To Sumner Ziegler, I guess is his name, from the Rizzo Directorate, Shuttle Redistribution. We regret to inform you that the shuttles en route to the bottling facility at Cascadia have been rerouted. The evacuation effort is prioritized in order of profitability, measured chiefly by export volume, and as of this time other facilities have proven themselves either more profitable or more efficient. The distribution system will send the minimum 1 shuttle for evacuation purposes. If you have more personnel than can fit on a standard shuttle, Rizzo recommends establishing a priority system so that the loading and preparation of that shuttle can proceed smoothly. Please be advised that any attempt to load more than the maximum amount of human resources onto the shuttle will be met with forceful intervention. Warm regards, your friends in the Rizzo Directorate. What of Project Taro? Surely it warrants additional resources. Mr. Ziegler, research projects are not taken into consideration when calculating the profitability of any given settlement. Project Taro's importance may place it higher on your priority list, but we are still unable to send more than 1 shuttle for evacuation. We suggest you balance your resources accordingly. Dicks. We get 1 shuttle. By my estimate, the Project Terror assets, both human and otherwise, will take up approximately 2/3 of our available space. That leaves us and a couple more people we can take with us. We need to decide how we're going to decide who else to take. Perhaps a subcommittee to draft a decision-making plan? You know me, Sumner. I love subcommittees, but any decision we make is going to end up with pissed-off workers. Let's just ride out with the Terror crew. We'll enjoy a bit of extra legroom. Once we're safe on Terra 2, we can see about getting another shuttle sent out. Second, what will we tell the workers? We tell them that we're going to get them out. They just won't know it'll be 1 shuttle at a time. It's fine. Do not tell them about the hazard clause. Our goal is to get out of here peacefully. No incidents. I don't want panic. I don't want a riot or, law forbid, a strike. Once we're out, we'll send word back with further plans. Until then, keep this among us. Okay, they're just saving their own skins and saying, well, we're not taking anyone else. That's easier than actually figuring out who deserves to be taken out. That seems not very good. Okay, the stairs going up. Kind of avoiding the main quest right now, sort of. I just don't want to leave this stuff here, this area, unlooted while I'm here, because I don't know if I'll remember to come back. All these saves. Employee monitoring and human resources portal. View data. Here to assess your progress, grab a can from the Blackwood. Zora McClure Cecil. Executive review. Zora is a top-notch sawbones with a good head for working under pressure. She knows how to assimilate large amounts of detailed information to make quick decisions. Her competence and decisiveness have allowed her to restore more than a few limbs and digits lost to carelessness around the machinery. Recommend for Employee of the Month. McClure, Cecil. Cecil's enthusiasm for Rizzo's products is unmatched, and he displays an impressive knowledge of company products. He's exactly the kind of worker we need to keep at our storefronts. Do not promote beyond store manager. Ouch. Whoops. I mean, you know, like it always says, you know, like, don't you know, don't put people where they don't, you know, don't make people managers that make bad managers and things like that. So, you know, like, store manager is maybe the best way to have a good salesman or something. But of course, it's, on the other hand, it's mean if they say expressly, you know, like, do not promote beyond. You would say that it says, you know, it would say, at this time, I don't think he's suitable and is very good there, but, you know, and is not suitable for a higher rank than store manager. But on the other hand, it seems kind of weird, kind of mean. Oh, wait, no, I want to view data. Zora Blackwood. Export her review, I guess we can do that. Return to root. I guess we have a copy of her work review, which is kind of nice. I don't know what we'll need it for, but hey. Okay, that's not a door, apparently. Is that all? Oh, upstairs. Just going in, picking up my loot, don't even looking left. At first, probably not the best idea. With all the enemies we could find. Rizzo, messages to Cecil McClure. From Violet H. Approved metaphor. Cecil, I have received multiple complaints about your interactions with customers. According to these reports, the following phrases have been used when describing Rizzo products being sold at your storefront. If that ain't savings, just call me a Raptidon. Expletive deleted. Ooh. The latest batch is gonna knock you out like a nose full of sulfur. The north end of a southbound woolly cow. These and others are not approved metaphors. Please refer to your employee handbook for the list of metaphors allowed when working. Violet Humbert. From Cecil. Violet, I have received notices of the following violations. Consumption of non-approved lunch material. Failure to volunteer for voluntary overtime. Sale of restricted goods. I contest these violations on the following grounds. I'm allergic to purpleberry. Making one of our pre-approved purpleberry lunch meals will literally kill me. To be candid, it is a miracle I have lived here this long without incident. I can't volunteer for overtime because I've already been assigned overtime shifts. To Bartleby. Pauline Bartleby. Okay, that's Pauline B. from earlier. Miss Bartleby, I am writing to inform you that multiple employees have filed from R441 perceived danger to human resources through my office. It appears that Raptidon sightings are growing more and more frequent. As Rizzo Inc. has not responded to our requests for safety equipment, a level of concern and, dare I say it, restlessness grows among the workers. Any indication as to the truth of these sightings or of the rumors that Rizzo Inc. is no longer supporting our efforts here would go a long way toward improving company morale. Okay, so I guess that's when they were left behind. Is it? I should have paid attention to the dates. Sora Blackwood. Violet, please, we are all begging you, for the love of all that is good and just, please let Cecil sell soap to Simon again. He's got some kind of condition. I don't rightly know what it is, but I've smelled corpses with a finer odor than his. What kind of a canister did I just get there? Energy canister. Holds the power cells for an automechanical. This one appears depleted. Okay. A locked exit. Get everything yet? No. There's a ladder. So maybe I don't have to hack anything. Walk over there somewhere, but no, it doesn't look like I'm intended to go here. Great, so I managed to jump through here. But I'm not actually meant to get there. And now I have to find a way to go down that might ideally... Ouch. Well, I guess I can use some of my consumables finally. Natural health regeneration, that looks good. Oh, I guess that's the door. Okay. So that's fine then, we don't need that. Alright, so where are we? There's no actual map. But so we want to go somewhere this way? That already. Interesting, there are like... Oh, those are... I thought those are really crooked train tracks that they... Oh, jeez. I was running, so it bumped me into it 3 times because it bounces me back. Okay, which way am I facing? Oh, this way apparently. So I have to go about 180 right. Oh, and up there is Hiram's place with the horns. I like it when games let you, you know, like give you points that you can orient yourself by. Oh, okay, so... Ugh, wrong button. Okay, so we want to get out here. What was that? Bog? Oh, what's up there? Huh. I guess that's what the letter is for. That if you get there from this side, you can actually get in, even if the door doesn't work. Interesting. Oh wait, and what's that over there? Let's go back. Ouch. Looks interesting. It also looks locked. 55 and 3. Oh. Just thinking, I had some spot earlier where I needed a key card, and I don't remember ever getting one or using it. Oh well. I guess we'll pick our fight with the automechanical now.
Here we go! Careful, you're hurt! Down they go!
Okay.
Get through!
Didn't expect them to make that much damage. That was just when the camera changed, I thought that was my "oh, you have been killed" cam. Let's see, what can I first mark the Raptidon meat as junk, because we don't need it, and this item because it uses one inventory slot. Although I think the thing is, I don't think stacking is as important in this game. Because, you know, like, your inventory expands kind of and is based on weight. Oh, there's a mine here. What? I blew it up too closely near me? Seriously, really? Okay, while I'm looking for something to heal me, I might as well mark stuff as junk that I want to sell. Base health. Ranged weapon spread. And attributes. 99% water. Base health. Weapon swing -50. Those are all not really interesting. They're otherwise basically the same. Come on, regenerate some health. There's an elevator. That's interesting. Why doesn't the health regeneration do anything? Okay. I think now something is doing it. Good. Use terminal. Chasm generators, 32%. Rizzo's candy has been scientifically proven to not give cavities. 5 out of 5 Rizzo Company doctors agree, based on the average lifespan of colonists. This is actually... did the inventory ever get full? No, not yet. The post-apocalyptic satire food doesn't do what it says on the tin. I'm appalled, but not surprised. Yeah. By the way, the... So was that... let's see... Northern gate, so I guess that's over there. Oh, there's a steno. Steno. Okay. Anyway, that whole thing with company doctors agree is actually a common thing that happens. Like, many companies actually have labs, and like it's basically just a... I think, yeah, Parvati just fell to her death because she tried to, I don't know, follow me into the elevator, which was too small or something. Aw, Sisty's pig. So I'm glad I don't have permadeath on the characters. That's a weird bug. Okay, so I would have to pick this with a lot of... okay, unless we know that we need it for something. Again. I don't know what... That's an interesting bug, though. Oh wait, I'm actually over encumbered, I think. Okay, that explains why I'm walking so slowly. So better head back for a second and go and... I think we had a bunch of vending machines somewhere over there. Anyway, so many companies have departments, basically. They're just departments of the company with a, you know, chemists or whatever. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Okay, and those departments, they name those departments so they look, you know, like, or so the name sounds like, you know, an, you know, like scientific authority or something. You know, like Laboratoire Garnier. I think that's actually a cosmetics manufacturer, but like a name kind of like that. And the fun thing there is that then they write on their own products, hey, tested by this lab and given this, you know, certificate or something. And then it's just, yeah, like if you actually went and asked about it, then then you know, you would immediately see, oh, it's this thing is owned by them, and all it says is, I don't know, it does, you know, it contains the ingredients listed or whatever, you know. or it's the product of the week or something, you know, kind of more like that. But they give it such a fancy name that if you just look at the packaging and don't check what this lab is, it sounds like, oh, some independent scientific authority has reviewed this product and it's actually good. And, you know, suitable for purpose or whatever, you know. I mean, like, if something is not fit for purpose, then of course... Oh, I'll need to do some inventory. Definitely more inventory needed. Or rather, you know, inventory clearing. Purple berry crunch. That's natural health regeneration. I'll keep those. Those are also good. So I guess we should equip different, because we still only have 10 of, you know, 240 of 250 is a little close for going on the next mission. So I guess I'll have to clean that out. Okay, let's see. We can sell this mining gear because we have so much of it. Piecemeal mining helmets, we also have way too many. Cranial helmet. Let's just... sell all of them, okay. I'm hoping I won't need them, and maybe I can buy something. Lockpick and hack we might keep. Tech skills. Lockpick, okay. And all those millions of melee weapons that we've accumulated again are probably the easiest to get rid of. It would be really nice if you could sort it by, you know, what do I have duplicates of, okay. You know what, I'm just, like, I'm getting loot so much that I'll just be very, very short-sighted and just take all of this and throw it away. And at worst, I'll have to buy something. Okay, now we're down at 47, so we should be fine. Also able to run again. I think this was the exit where the friendly Raptidons are waiting for us.
Here we go.
All this acid that they're spitting. Jesus.
That's gotta hurt.
Okay.
That's the last of them.
Okay, good work. Thank you. That's why I have a companion to tank for me. Oops. I just stepped into it the split second before it cleared. Okay, and so we want to get out here. Yeah, basically that's probably the north gate we just opened. But I guess we'll have to go and do some lootin' tootin'.
Here we go.
Lootin' tootin' Texas cowboy. What? Mantisaur drone, what are you doing here? Oh! Stop attacking me, you sprats! Jesus.
Gotta find a hole in the armor. Plasma isn't working.
Yeah, I guess.
Get past that armor!
Should have kept another gun, I think. Ah! Ah! Okay, we apologize to all viewers from Hoarders Anonymous for having to watch loot being sold. Yeah, I have the same problem, you know, I kept all of this because, and then I just went like, okay, there's two ways this can end. And since I'm getting a lot of stuff... Okay, so... I mean, I could always see if I could buy back something. Come to think of it. Buy back. Let's see, weapons. Oh, it doesn't let me buy the weapons back, I guess. Oh, of course, it doesn't let me sort the buyback section. Jesus. So, one thing, I don't have a melee weapon right now, which is a mistake. So let's see, 168, 180. What other melee weapons do we have here? 1.8 with electrics, 233. Let's buy that back. And let's see, I think we had some big... Alright, the flamethrower, that sounds good. Okay, let's see if we can do something with these. So let's look at our inventory. Oh, first... we should repair stuff. Then... the grenade launcher is really only good against robots, so let's trade that for that, and making stuff smaller also doesn't help. And now let's see, can we mod something? Not here. But we saw a workbench somewhere over on... So this is north. So somewhere over there was a workbench. Where was the entrance? Come on. Okay, I think we had a... was it downstairs? No. Where was the workbench? The benchy bench thing? Let's see if there's any way. I guess it was downstairs somewhere. Anyone remember where I left the workbench? Or why Parvati is breakdancing? Behind a cupboard. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about upgrading my weapons, but I need a... Oh, there it was. Totally missed it. Okay, let's see. Oh, I could also tinker with some of the weapons to increase their damage or whatever. But let's see, modify. Let's see, install mod. Do we have one? Melee weapon increases attack speed. I had hoped for something more, I don't know, plasma or something, but that's better than nothing, I guess. Mr. Ouch. More inertia without increasing its weight. It's better not to think about it. That's a good description. Alright, let's look what we can do with the flamethrower. Wait, so range weapon increases critical damage dealt. So if I crit, but that's the only barrel mod I have, so yes, put it in there. And here, magazine mod increases the amount of ammunition in the magazine. Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. I thought I had so many mods. Assault rifle, more magazine is nice. Exacto sight, it already has that. There's also an extendo sight. Bolter pistol. Current barrel mod, whisper quiet. Yeah, I don't want to replace this. And I don't have a magazine mod. Oh, it already has that mod, so I don't need that. Damage type plasma. Magazine size plus 50. Damage type shock. Cleaver. I think I've already upgraded them all. So let's see what we can... Oh, wait. We haven't modified our armor yet. So let's see what we can do here. Toughened, more physical armor. Better than dying, I guess. No gadget. Skill kit. Silver tongue kit. Dialogue skills and leadership skills. Thug kit. Melee weapon skills and defense skills. Or tech kit. Tech skills. Let's go with the silver tongue because, you know. Okay, and we don't have anything else. Oh right, and we wanted to tinker. What's that sound? It sounds like this whoosh when you enter the workbench. Sounds like when your power goes down in Satisfactory. It's not at all a pleasant sound, the way I've been conditioned. Okay, so we can tinker with this a few times. We hopefully have only 42,000 coins, so we'll be able to invest a little bit into that. And let's see, the flamethrower can increase the damage a little bit. It doesn't really do much damage, does it? Increase the pistol, because that's the thing that you can use to fire off random shots. Oh, we can increase the assault rifle as well. At least fairly low update. Now we're hitting We're getting close to the 1000. Okay. The flamethrower. Yeah, the flamethrower can still take a few upgrades for not that much money, so let's do that. Alright, that sounds good. I don't want to spend 15,000 on upgrading this gun right now. I guess I can give the saber a little more, that might be... I don't know if it makes sense to sink that much money into this melee weapon, but especially in the previous situation I kind of wished I had. So we spend about 30,000 upgrading these things. And I could upgrade... And these are, I guess, the weapons my companions have. Guess we can upgrade those as well. Let's just go for broke here. Okay. Light pistol. Can stand at least one upgrade, yeah. So that should be Parvati's weapons. That should be Nyoka's. Alright. So every upgrade has broken the 1000 barrier. Guess I could tinker with the shrink ray to increase its damage because it's such an interesting weapon. Let's just do that. Okay, and let's do the robot grenade launcher as well. Not that we're dealing with many robots right now, but since we did, let's just upgrade everything. And I think I've repaired everything and modded everything as far as we can go. Okay, so now all we need to find is an exit. Wait, let's see if we can go here. Yeah, that's nice. We don't have to go out and find our way out. Alright. You with me? Parvati, hurry up. Okay. One thing I should do is save. Just because I've spent a lot of...
Got him! Down they go!
Oh, that works well.
Woo! Nice work!
Okay, that was a lot easier than before. So I guess that's kind of the you know, the part that I don't really find much fun in games, just figuring out and upgrading weapons and things like that, you know, because the fighting part is not really what interests me here. But hey, at least I have a vague idea. And found a solution this time without having to think too much about it. Just sell all the junk you've collected and then upgrade the weapons you already have and know how to use. It's one way to work, I guess. And luckily all these dead people here come with their own money. In 10s and 20s. Do another save just because. Oh, yeah, right.
Incoming! Hell of solid kill!
Alright.
Not even a scratch.
Whoops. Who are you fighting? Oh, they went to the next room. I wonder, like, how... Why would they... run into the next room? Was the door open? I don't think so. Oh, well, it has to have been, I guess. I don't know, or they opened it. Sell, let's sell junk, just to make sure the inventory doesn't overflow too much. You know, it would be really helpful if the game just, you know, like, you know, sometimes the mechanic is, you know, you have to remember values. Hi, Bad Bat. Thank you for following there. How are you doing? Yeah, we're just running around here looting and hopefully soon continuing out of the town. Oh, there's a Mr. Power, which, if I, like from the name, that changes the energy type. The mod that I just picked up, but of course power means electricity, which is really mainly useful against robots, so not quite what I intended. I wonder, like, I seem to have only 50 lockpicky thingies. Oh no, it actually says I have 65 and it needs 100. Okay, never mind. I was just thinking maybe the limit is 50 and they use numbers above 50, you know, the carry limit, and they use numbers above 50 to kind of have doors that look like you could get in, but you can't actually get in practice. Kind of to make, you know, it would be a neat trick to make the game seem larger, to just make all the inaccessible doors seem unlockable, but they aren't. That would be a cool trick. I'm doing great, yeah, having the Outer Worlds weekend right now, as you can see, and still enjoying this game in my own it's a shooty game, even though I don't shoot in general, but you can play this as an adventure game. Ooh, there we found the Manti Queen. Why am I on fire already? Not bad.
It's working!
Fine. Libations on me, folks.
Okay, that went better than last time. So even if the flamethrower is not really... Come on. Let me loot. Okay. So even though the flamethrower didn't seems to be bad against their armor, at least I managed to not die while my companions took care of them. The Mantiqueen had a tossball card in its stomach? Yeah, it's crazy what they all have in their in their stomachs and things like that. Alright, I think... oh no, there's an open door, so I guess we're gonna go in there. Oh, a Mantis swarm.
Perfection!
Oh, you found another Manti pillar, okay. I guess we'll just take all this here. I had some weird game dev opinion again. Oh yeah, it would be kind of fun if they locked doors in a way that you cannot unlock them, but that they look like you might be able to unlock them. And then, you know, give you the opportunity to... that's closed again. You know, and so give you the appearance that there would be more room if you had to spec more into your lockpick skills or whatever, or if you were a higher level and came back or whatever. But it's actually impossible to get in there, you know, and you might forget by the time you are at a higher level. Would be a fun illusion, I think. This terminal is the sole property of, I think Zed, that's Zora, right? Zora Blackwood was her name. I don't remember the last name, if it was Blackwood. Accessed by any other person than is handbook, blah blah. Journal entries. The latest 4 entries are available below. Something stinks about these evac prep procedures. I know the taros were expensive, but shipping them out of here isn't going to be easy. Even the hunters are recommending we let them loose outside the gates. I don't get why they're taking them with us, why we're taking them with us anyway. Someone up the chain must really believe in the project. I'm copying my meeting notes for posterity. Still can't shake this feeling that they're hiding something. Sumner called the meeting to discuss preparations for our imminent departure. Pauline platitudes assurance that nobody's being fired. Explains that jobs await us all on Terra 2. More platitudes. Top management is very pleased with Project Taro and wants to ensure its assets are preserved. Cecil McClure, so the project isn't being scuttled. Sumner, no, just moved off Terra 1. Violet, but how will we transport the taros? 10. Hunters will assist us in safely moving them onto the shuttle. Violet, it was hard enough getting them into the cages in the first place. What about the Raptidons? We've seen more and more around town. Assurances that the Raptidons are not interested in the taros. But the hunters are saying no more about the taros. Floor is now open to general questions. How many shuttles are incoming? We don't know, at least one. One isn't enough for all of us plus the damn taros. Let's worry about that when the evac arrives. Looks like we're out of time. Thanks for coming, everyone, and keep up the great work. No, some players will try to reach this impossible goal and fail and leave a negative review. That's what happened with No Man's Sky, where some players spread rumors that if they perform the right rain dances, the non-functional portals will unlock the real gameplay, etc. Well, it's a... yeah, but I think it's a difference in No Man's Sky, you know, because they're like, if the portals have no use anywhere, you know, if there is an item that's always decorative or something. And I mean, No Man's Sky, you know, had a lot of communications mistakes, so people were probably looking for things to complain about already, I would say. So not sure, I don't know. And, you know, like, on the other hand, yeah, of course, like, it's impossible to do that. That might disappoint some people, you're right in that regard, definitely. But if it's just, you know, like a small side door or something, and there's a big story, and you can expect to go back to stories, then maybe most people will just ignore it or something. I don't know. I just think it's an interesting idea, you know, where you can use existing game mechanics to maybe make a world seem larger. And there might be other things that one could do. No Man's Communication Mistake Sky, they call it. It's its middle name, exactly. Yeah, so, you know, like sometimes there are like small ways with which you can use things that you built in your game anyway to make your game seem larger or smarter or whatever, like as you play it, you know, like make your AI seem smarter, you know, like the thing where your companions teleport behind you if they're stuck. And so if you turn around, they will suddenly be close again, and you will, even though the pathfinding got stuck, you know, you will never have to, you know, you will never end up being annoyed by your companion being stuck from pathfinding in the game, because if it happens, they will teleport to you, you know, at least once you've walked away a little bit, and you know you won't be missing them. They won't be stuck there forever. And so, you know, and there are small tricks like that that let you just, like, for example, make your game feel larger, you know? It's like giving you a railing and a whole 3D model beyond, but making the level smaller because there's railings around it, or something like that, you know? Which, you know, many games do to just make the level in general seem larger. They put some buildings at the edges so you can't see what's behind the buildings, or maybe even just, you know, paint a few more buildings on the skybox so it seems like it extends infinitely into the back, and so it seems like a huge city. And if you follow mostly the mission objectives and a bit of loot around it or something, then you will just, you know, like naturally stop at the level boundaries, but it won't feel small. We're fucked. Shuttle landed on the pad. We started moving tarot cages. Some of them broke. Birds everywhere. Talons everywhere. Even the clipped ones. Turns out they can run. Who knew? Then the rats got in. I don't know how. Must be a hole in the wall somewhere. Maybe they can dig. They were all over the tarots at first, and then us. Sumner and the other upper management were already on the shuttle. Rats got near the pad. Someone panicked. They left us. Void take their black hearts. They left us. Okay, so that now we know from the other messages that they left them, you know, because you know, that had always been the plan, because they only got one shuttle. So they would never have taken them along. But just like the Tarot project, they couldn't even take that along. Which means they would have had even more room for people. And I think the hole, that was probably when we entered the city. You know, we saw that little square hole that one guy shot at us from earlier. That was probably where they got in, I guess. It's a nice detail that, like, I thought, like, what's that weird hole? And I guess it's might be some vent or something that's missing, and I guess that's where the tarots got in. Oh wait, I didn't want to exit. I think I had one more entry, yes. Got a few homes stabilized, but it isn't going to last. Rats everywhere. They caught scent of what's in the bottling plant, and now they're nesting. We need to move. Going to have to book it south across the bridge, cordon off half the town. Ah, okay, so that's why it was locked. I've been trying to hail corporate, but none of my messages are getting through. I don't think help's coming. Cecil insists corporate wouldn't abandon us, but I saw that shuttle. There wasn't enough room for us and the birds. Someone up there made a decision, and it wasn't for our well-being. Rotten bastards. I make it out of this mess, I'm coming for them. Okay, so now we know, okay, Zora was deeply disappointed. That makes sense that she's with the Iconoclasts, but she seems a lot more peaceful right now, so that's interesting. Alright,
I I guess this is what Edgewater's gonna look like in a couple years.
This is what you get when a corporation takes a dump and walks off without cleaning it up.
Ah, that was nice. I'm glad that I took Parvati with me here now. Swapped out. It's always interesting to see like what Ellie would, you know, say in that spot or whatever. There's a bit more that I can loot, I guess. Okay, so I guess we're heading down there and seeing what we can do. Oh, another Mantiqueen, I guess. You know, I think the right sound for this situation would be cover your ears.
You sure we ought to go this way, Captain?
Look out!
Struggling on that armor, Captain.
Oh no, that's not working with this weapon.
Good job, Cap!
Plasma isn't
Armor's
working.
too strong! Hit it with something else! I can't see!
The Monty swarms should usually, yeah, we can take those out.
That's the last of them!
Whew. That worked. Even though I think we lost Nyoka for a second there. I didn't quite pay attention, was so busy shooting. I don't think I can use my sword against the Manti swarms, and sniper rifle doesn't work. I kind of need to find a new pistol, I think. Or at least a secondary pistol or something that I can use. I guess the Manti whatever's Manti pillars and stuff.
I'm ready for this!
Nice work.
Plasma ain't
Can't get
working!
past that armor.
Oh, didn't pay attention to my health bar again. So do I have to do all of this again, or did it save in between? Oh well, we'll see. All of this again. Ah, should have saved.
Here we go!
Nice work.
Okay, let's snipe them from afar. 15 times. Use my companions as tanks.
Everyone all right?
Anti-swarm, yes, good work. Whoa! Their faces were all foggy from the... and black from the bottomless void that is not being able to see because some bees and flies got you. Okay, so let's do a quick save just because I don't want to do this over and over again. And maybe try to cheese it some more with the sniper rifle if we can. But I mean, that is a Mantiqueen. Oh, we could probably go down here. let's see, where do we want to go? We want to go straight ahead and then left. So I guess we have to get past them. Oh, no.
Incoming, Captain!
Nice one! Pop isn't working!
Gotta find a hole in the armor!
If I'm even doing anything here. Oh. Thanks, ladies. That was good work. Let's see if we can loot anyone. Yes. Even had a necklace. See that? Anti-queens with necklaces. Alright, hopefully we can finally continue to our mission. Now that we're through all of this. Another guy who wants to be shot. Seriously?
Here we go!
Oh, you have friends, of course you do.
That's the last of them.
Okay, Mega Raptidon. Jeez. He had like a whole hardware store in his stomach. That's always, you know, like, of course you want to give the players something that they can, you know, use and that they can upgrade stuff with. And things, but it's always ridiculous if you get like different, like basically items that a human would carry. Oh. So there's nothing here, so I guess we don't have to pick this fight yet. Instead, we'll try to head up here, because that seems to be where our mission objective is. So it always feels a bit weird when, you know, like the important telephone or whatever that you're looking for is actually in,
Okay, going quiet.
Carp.
Here we go!
Down they go!
Wow, not even a scratch!
Okay, I guess if you went over there, we
Watch
should
it.
try to...
His pools don't just stink. They'll take a toe off.
I don't got much use for sulfur in my own work. Neat that it's here, though.
Well, you make gunpowder from sulfur, I think. At least in most games, that's where sulfur is involved. Doesn't look too healthy. Do I need gas masks to deal with the sulfur fumes here? Alright. At least we're getting some skill points for all this grindy stuff. Or rather non-story stuff, if you want a more precise designation, because there are enough people who... wait, can I get this? Ideally without falling in? No, I can't. Come on. Okay, let's save here and make a little attempt at... Whoops, no, okay, you didn't have anything. I guess I can just eat a health thing. Okay. Seems to be increasing my health a little bit. Now You have something for me as well. Where was our mission objective? Somewhere over there. Okay, so I guess we're going through here. Jeez, why are you guys all hanging out here? Just trying to get over there. Don't even want to walk past you. Okay. Ooh. We were out of consumables, so let's see. Adreno is always in the front. And then Dervish Mist movement speed. Oh yeah, I guess we can use a few of those. And what's this? Companion abilities more, I guess we'll equip that as well. Don't have that many of these. Okay. Let's go down there and then hopefully we're past everyone. Jesus. Okay, I think we're headed... Another Mantisaur. How many of you are there?
Incoming! Plasma won't get through!
Can't get past that armor!
Down they go! You okay, Captain?
Well, slightly on fire, I guess. Okay. That heals me a little bit, I hope. Oh, and we got skill points, of course, so we should probably invest in those. So let's see, skills. What did we want to go for? I think you wanted to get all of these to 50, which we did. And I guess, whoops, hack or lockpick improvements might be useful. Or and leadership we didn't, but I think we wanted defense more, right? So let's so we have 5 points in. Oh, let's just sink all 10 points into this. Then we should be very close to unlock. Don't even know how to block, honestly. Oh well, let's just put it all in there and be done with it. What was it? Yeah, okay. Okay, it was double tap space, which is the silliest combination that only the Batman Arkham games and this game seem to have, or maybe it's a console thing. But like, you know, like, given how quote-unquote hard it is to... Oh, hi, Num-Nums, how's it going? Selective, non-friendly fire flamethrower. Yeah, I always love that about game weapons. I mean, on the other hand, it's annoying, you know, when, like, the AI walks right in front of your guns. Yeah. Okay, so we have a perk point to spend, so let's see... 50% less consumable weight... Health restored... Companion ability cooldowns. Critical hit, chance of immediately setting cooldown of companion abilities, less movement penalty to accuracy, science weapon damage. Let's use that. Just because we don't get to use that weapon much. Fallbrook, Amber Heights, Holiday, Cascadia. What was that? Weird sounds in the game. Gut, danke. Ooh, nice. Learning your German.
Hey, it's the twins. Surprised you two needed backup.
Here we go. Hit. Nice one. Woo! Nice work.
All right, so I think we saw some people over there, and since it says optional retrieve the team, I guess that means they're just erupted on somewhere. I hear a few dead ones, that's nice. Okay, maybe it was those. Hey.
Nyoka, you're a sight right now, I'll tell you what. We are up a creek.
I bet. You really come this far north for a printing press?
Yeah, I know, but that's the mission. Don't suppose y'all are busy right now.
Alright. Sora sent me to look for guys. Once I get you out safe, I'll see about that press. Let's do that.
Thank the Eternal. We could use a hand. But we can't leave without patching these guys up. Acker here is bleeding out and Jensen can't see straight. Our medic has got our trauma kit, but we got separated. We ain't seen him in a couple of hours.
The medic is dead, right? Very basic German. Well, that's the best kind of German, right? That's the best kind of any foreign language, if you know at least the basics. Okay, any idea where he went?
Yeah, on account of giving him the order. He's searching the old settlement to the north of the press.
Got it, I'll see if I can find him.
Any
Anything
luck
else?
out there?
Okay, so where are we supposed to go now? Repair the printing press, retrieve Sora's team. I need to retrieve a trauma kit from the fallen medic. Oh, medic over there. They always make such weird sound when they jump up or down something, it's really confusing. Sounds a bit noisy, but oh, I think I see some walking things. Oh, and I need to do a quick repair all equipped. Because my gun just showed up as damaged.
I'm ready for this.
Jeez! Should have checked if it's at least loaded. Jeez, stop spitting at me.
Everybody okay?
Oh, there's the
Great.
other guy. Didn't see him in all the hoo-ha grass. That was the word I was looking for. Grass. I guess that might be the... Is that the dead medic? No. Okay. Iconoclast trauma kit. What was that last item? Sounded like euthanasia kit or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. Even the fetch quests are fetch quests here. Come on, it's a game. We expect fetch quests by now. But yeah, true. The fetch quests grow fetch quests. I think I'll invest some more into hacking when everything here has 30. Before it was like I could, you know, hack everything, you know, without using up any items, and now it's like, hey, use 30 items on this. It was euthanasia kit, you clipped it, okay. Oh, so it's, I guess it's probably, is this the junk? Pocket watch, ring, necklace, Raptidon hide, tossball card. No, it's not under junk. Oh, the tossball jerseys. I think we were supposed to give that to the guy at the entrance. So where is the euthanasia thingy? That's weird. Ah, it's a gun. Euthanasia kit, hammersmith, long gun. That's a nice way of saying it, yeah. I love that name for a gun. Alright. So we got that, so better go back to these people and save them. Because we're amazing, we save everyone.
Any luck out there?
I found your trauma kit, your medic is dead.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's better than nothing. Thanks. We'll head out as soon as we're patched up.
I swear I didn't shoot him. Okay, have a good time. And I'll go inside and look at this thingamajig. Terra 1 publications. There's a lot of dead people here. In a different game, I would be saying, okay, they're setting me up for a boss fight, but I don't think there are boss fights in this game, it's just all smaller battles. Safety announcement draft. Safety guards are there to guard your safety. Replacement limbs are no replacements at all. Let's convey safety standards around our conveyor. Don't be a fool around the spools. Right. Oh yeah, Num-Nums, I don't think I actually asked you how you were doing. How's it going? Everything going well? Played any games lately? or rather played any interesting games lately. How can we maybe tinker? I guess we can repair that. Wait, what did we want to do? Modify maybe? Didn't we have one that had a few slots open? Wait, I wanted... Was it the flamethrower? Oh well, who cares? Let's just move on with it. I hope we can get these Raptidons that I saw peeking around in there.
Here we go!
One more
Guys,
left.
all right?
Yep, all right. Thank you. Raptidon Colossus hand. Pick up Chronofield Aggregator. What the heck is a Chronofield Aggregator? Not a mission item. Didn't see it in weapons. Chronofield Aggregator Armor Mod. Restores some of your tactical time dilation meter when you deal a critical hit. This effect has a cooldown. Okay. That's interesting. Alright, let's see. What else can we get? It's nice that they all have lockpicks and hacking tools just lying around in their offices. Final notice, Schuster, C. To whom it may concern, I, Caden Schuster, do hereby declare my official resignation. Delivery services to the Terra 1 printing facility shall cease forthwith. During my tenure of service, I have made known numerous complaints regarding the hazards of working on this law-forsaken rock, including but not limited to the infestation of unknown insects in my sinus cavities, resulting in weeks of unpaid leave. The as yet unreimbursed loss of several articles of clothing due to the acidic properties of the local atmosphere. The constant, unrelenting aggression for local wildlife. 4? Shouldn't that be by or off? A persistent itching and coughing melody in my lungs, likely due to breathing in trace amounts of sulfur. Equally persistent indigestion, a symptom of an overall nutritional problem stemming from the fact that I'm in fact allergic to fish, which is the main diet provided to service workers based in Stellar Bay. I have received the following responses to these complaints, all of which I deem unacceptable. At my resulting loss of olfactory senses, I was deemed, quote, lucky to no longer suffer the stench of fish and sulfur. My wardrobe was replaced with uniforms out of Stellar Bay, which suffered the exact same degradation, and I was thus no better off. At my insistence, I was awarded the services of a local hunter, one Nyoka Ranarim Wentworth, who spent the entire service call inebriated and offending my sensibilities with off-color language. You go, Nyoka! After thorough medical examination, I was found to be in working health, which was deemed more fortunate than many. At my insistence that additional dietary needs be offered, I was instead awarded extra supplies of toilet paper. Which, you know, yeah, I guess that's a solution to the other end of the problem. After this latest response, I hereby tell whoever is reading this to go hang themselves, and that your replacement rollers, ink cartridges, belting, bindings, keys, stamps, lubricants, and whatever else is in these infernal boxes can all be found rotting in the wilderness. Good day to you. Okay, that doesn't look promising. Does that mean we get another fetch quest where we pick up the rollers and stuff? just money lying on the floor here. And lockpicks. Like what? Why? How? Okay, sell the junk. Just so our inventory doesn't get too full. Hi, George.
We're pretty good at this.
Thanks. I was reloading. I remember now that I saw the indicator at the bottom, which would said like 2 out of 1700 or something like that. And it was red. You're all good playing Dark Souls earlier on a different character, but you're finding it crashes on you lately, which is not good. No, not at all, yeah. That's really not... I had a similar problem with Assassin's Creed, you know, where as soon as I loaded into the DLC for Odyssey on like my streaming machine, which is the good one, you know, it would crash me just back to best desktop basically. Sorry. You're not sure. It's if it's just when you're playing with someone. Yeah, I mean I guess you could kind of hope that if it's crashy, that it's only in multiplayer, because then, you know, you can at least do your streams.
Okay, here we go. Solid kill.
That reminds me, I should try something out. Yes, it works. So at least we have that. Yeah, so Plumnums is a streamer, and she does fun streams. So if you wanna see more streamery stuff, and she plays the difficult games, you know. Oh yeah, and she has cute emotes that as well. So that's also a good reason to subscribe to streamers. Is if you want those emotes, those unicorny emotes. Although unicorny kind of almost sounds negative, you know, like corny. Let's see what this is. Oh, just the bathrooms, okay. And they didn't leave any cigarettes on the bathrooms either. Okay. So I guess we're going upstairs. Nobody home, that's good. Kind of always expect sudden appearances from more Reptidons. These employer rights signs are like they tell you immediately. You only have 3 emotes. Yeah. Yeah, I have my, since I have Twitch Prime, or rather Amazon Prime, I get like 1 sub that I can do for free every month, and I have a lot of gift subs that I get in other channels, which is also nice. You're not sure you will be doing a stream tomorrow evening. The landlord is having a birthday barbecue with his family over. There will be drinking, and when that happens they all argue and shout a lot. Oh, okay. I'm a bit surprised that right now anyone is having family over that isn't normally, you know, in the same apartment. So, that sounds a bit irresponsible. Terry's birthday, Rodriguez R. No, we are not celebrating Terry's birthday. Terry's dead, folks. I know he meant a lot to everyone here, myself included, but let his untimely demise be a lesson about safety in the workplace. Don't pet the canids. Oh god. To all employees of Terra 1 Publications, yes, the rumors are true, we're leaving. The board has decided to cut their losses and operate on Terra 2 instead. In accordance with the evacuation orders, we are to evade a shuttle out of Cascadia. When we get word that our ride is on the way, we'll shutter this facility, pack everything up, and lock the door on the way out. Until then, however, we are expected to continue working. I'm sure reassignments are forthcoming, but that's not an excuse to slow down. We still have magazines to publish, people. Our customers are eager to find out what happens in Dissident Hunter number 112. Oops. Yeah, it's not supposed to be happening. Some of them are over now. The kids are screaming in the garden. Hey, let's celebrate the social distancing by having a barbecue. Yeah. The same. I get gift subs, which is nice. Yeah. Yeah, it's... I don't, like, I understand that if you have kids that, like, they need exercise and they, like, they need to work off, like, their excess energy. So I have no problem with, like, the people in my building, sending their kids to play, like, in front of the house or behind the house, even though that's basically where my two main windows are, so I hear them playing there constantly. But, that's normal. You're living among people, you're going to hear some of the people. And kids playing is not bad. My windows are reasonably insulated, so usually I only hear them when they have big arguments or whatever, so it's fine for me. And yeah, I don't mind kids' noises, so it's fine. But yeah, like someone sending someone over right now seems really irresponsible. And like even, if it's your birthday, it's just... Oh well. Not really a topic that I have an opinion on, but I'm not really qualified to talk about this, so I think I should leave that to people who have actual knowledge. Although I'm hearing, at least in the UK, there has been a recent case that I had to mute on my Twitter as well, so even the people with knowledge might not actually do the right thing. But okay, never mind. But yeah, so I hope that they don't, at least don't get infected or whatever, and that they consider their 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 decisions more in the future. Terra 1 hazard clause. Okay, that's the public notice we've already had. Okay. So I guess there was nothing in there. Yeah. But again, money is just lying in the streets, or rather in the apartments. Fascinating. Unlock a door. Here's another door. Oh, that's the factory upstairs, I guess. Pling, pling. These music boxes are a nice detail that they go pling, pling when you pick them up. Alright, we can install the rollers, we can run diagnostics. Let's run diagnostics. Faulty rollers, consult your nearest printing engineer. Okay. Install rollers. New equipment detected. System must restart for alignment. Please wait. System restarted. Equipment alignment successful. Press number 6 is now operational. Okay. That sounds good. Oh. A few more barking sounds. Jesus.
Wow, great work!
Reload while I need to fire the last shot on an enemy. Why don't you? Anyone else here? I wonder where those Raptidons... I guess that's the other side of the factory? No, this is where I came in. So I guess they spawned a few more for me to deal with at the end. Okay. Dissident Hunter. Oh, nice. They were printing those books here, I guess. Alright, let's let's see what's over there, I guess. Make sure we've cleared everything out. Yeah, this looks kind of empty. It's a real change compared to before, where we, like, every bin that was, you know, somehow locked, we could just hack without even using lockpicks. And now all these bins are, you know, like here, 50, 55 and 3. Oh no, 55 is just the skill, 3 is the lockpicks. So those, I've been misreading them all. They were much easier to...
Done.
Plasma cutter gold. Oh, that might be a good melee weapon. Okay, next time tell me when I'm reading silly stuff and not interpreting this correctly. Let's see if there was any other things we can unlock. Oh, almost overlooked 2 adrenos. That's not good. We will need to heal ourselves a lot. Oh, and here even I need 0, yeah. So let's see. That's 3.
Great work.
One of these days I'll learn to read, and then these games will all be a lot easier for me. Let's see what this says. Shipment, UDL masks. Miss Bolshov, UDL Mark IV security masks are meant for use in crowd dispersal scenarios. They are not appropriate for a workplace environment. Your purchase request has been denied. To whom it may concern. I was talking to one of our guards, and he isn't having trouble breathing at all. In fact, none of our guards have had asthma attacks from the air here. We believe it is because of their gas masks. I've attached a purchase request for safety equipment for the rest of us. Oh, Jesus. They were cutting corners on their gas masks. You could have hacked all the things. Yeah, exactly. Olfactory filters. Ms. Blosser, focus testing indicates that the air quality on Terra 1 does not warrant the use of olfactory filters or any other scent-blocking equipment. Your purchase request for something to deal with the stink of sulfur is denied. My boss is using olfactory filters to ward off the stench of sulfur from his law-forsaken planet. I've attached a purchase request for a number of filters so that the request of us don't have to suffer. She was really trying to help these people. Replacement rollers. Ms. Bolshov, according to the manufacturer, your current rollers are capable of retaining efficiency in all environments. We have no evidence to support your claim that the rollers are degrading because of this air. They aren't lasting as long because of the sulfur in this fucking air. We need new parts because the ones we've got break. Our records indicate that your facility is not due for replacement parts for another 5 months. We will send new parts, including rollers, when that time comes. To whom it may concern. The rollers in our printing press facility are degraded and will break soon. Okay. Yeah, so it's basically, well, it can't be, so it isn't. Jesus. All these stories are really not much to look forward to. Okay, so I think there was something to rack somewhere here. That we didn't. But where? Oh. I forgot some money, and none of you told me. Shame on you, shame on you, shame on you, shame on you. Okay. Anything else? Printing press 6. Oh, okay. So I guess we'll go to the mission objective. Let's see. Well, not hacked, lockpicked. Ah, return to Graham. Okay. I guess we can do that. Fast travel. Dissidenters in our midst.
What was it like in Edgewater? I hear you workers were on the clock every available moment.
We always got 8 hours a day for sleeping. Just not always consecutive.
My condolences. I appreciate consistent wages like any other sane person, but that still sounds awful. At least Sanjar gives his folks weekends.
Weekends?
Hand to the void. I used to drop by the bar in Stellar Bay to knock a few back with the folks who had Saturdays off.
Don't know what I'd have done with that much time. I was always behind schedule anyhow.
Knowing you, you'd sit and be alone with your thoughts.
I love these little conversations. Alright, that's all stealing. I can't pick that up. To remember, I'm in a town now. I have to behave. So, let's see what we can do here. Can I really not talk to you?
Gonna need to buy myself an entire Rizzo plant after all this.
If you'll just listen...
No! No more listening. No more preaching. We are losing people left and right. We need to act.
Enough, Zora. I'm not putting the torch to innocent people. Do you want to bring the board's cruisers and gunships down on us? Captain, apologies, but our situation grows dire. Our people talk of foolish endeavors. What news do you bring?
If there are gunships, they shouldn't stop me from landing here, I guess.
They are armed all the same. All they need is a good reason, and war is one such reason.
Okay, well, the printing press is all yours.
Excellent.
Did you find the Van Nuys?
Yes, the Van Nuys. Yeah, they're lucky I got there in time. Else they'd have become rapted on dinner.
Lucky indeed. Thank you.
We're one step closer to bringing the truth to every man, woman, and child in Halcyon. This plan's brilliance is in its subtlety. For the time being, let us cease our activities on the tower, lest we bring premature attention upon us. I have much to do, articles to write, sermons to ponder. We live in such an exciting time. Let's talk later.
Hey, I need to see to the wounded, but drop by the clinic when you can. I want a word.
Ah, Nyoka. My people miss your hunts.
I have some questions for you. Let's see if we did the Radio Free Monarch, or if we have to ask him for that. I have some questions for you.
All right.
I've heard people mention an Amber Heights massacre. What happened?
I'm sorry. As long as it's been, I'd still rather not speak of it. That was a painful day for us all.
Why, did you have family there?
All people are part of the Philosophist family. I've come to accept that, along with the additional weight of their deaths.
So he feels guilty for them being dead. So that says that maybe he did it. So maybe that theory that I had, unfounded mostly, is kind of related. What's your story?
Before all this, I was a writer for MSI's product catalog. It was my purpose to spread awareness of Saltuna in its various forms. The certainty with which I spun among the other cogs in their machine stifled creativity and personal growth.
I can relate. Flying my own course may be dangerous, but at least it's freedom.
On that we agree.
Tell me about the Iconoclasts.
The Iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs, all petals on the same flower of enlightenment. Meanwhile, the board strangles the will of its workers. It is the penultimate exercise of a poisoned society where people are enslaved by a corporate ladder. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism is the key to unlocking their shackles.
Is this why the board has cordoned off Monarch?
Oh, yes. Gunships hover in our skies, ready for the day they decide to come to our doors waving banners of war. The perception of visionaries is often tainted by the lies of their oppressors. A sad state of affairs, to be sure. The Iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs, all petals on the same flower of enlightenment. Meanwhile, the board strangles the will. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism is the key to unlocking their shackles.
From what I've seen, I have to agree, anarchy would be better.
This is not anarchy. Society requires structure, Captain. It is just that the board's structure is killing the colony. Ours will not.
I want to know more about your teachings.
Awakening is available to all whose minds are ready to accept it. What would you like to know?
I hear the word eternal thrown around a lot. What is it?
Ah, the eternal. We are all part of the consciousness of the cosmos. Each of us plays a tiny role in the universe's continual journey toward understanding itself. You and I, and the rats and the mantis swarms. Divinity is in us all, and the eternal is that divinity.
Even OSI? Are their members similarly divine?
Everyone, regardless of ability to believe, is another facet of the universe contemplating its own existence.
That sounds surprisingly sensible, actually. Coming from someone who is, you know, like, fairly, you know, distant from the world, I guess. It's very, I guess, Buddhist? Zen, kind of that direction. What do you mean by an awakening?
The point of no return. When your mind fully opens to the eternal truth. Every philosophist experiences it along the path to enlightenment. For many, it is the first brush with the cold of death, when they realize that all of their lives have boiled down into the single truth of that moment. Mine was witnessing my friend and colleague transform into the very evil we sought to combat. Now he runs MSI just like the overlords before him.
What friend was that?
Sanjar Nandi. He leads MSI out of Stellar Bay. Such a shame, the way his sensibilities have been corrupted over time.
Do you believe in a creator?
Not in the sense of a single entity, fashioning the universe as a whittler fashions a flute. The universe came into being over time, organically, naturally, and without purpose. In that sense, I suppose you could say that, in the interest of finding its purpose, the universe itself created all living things.
Right, but what started it all?
Questions like these are distractions. It doesn't matter whether an entity sparked the universe or not. Only by pursuing the eternal truth will we find these and other answers.
That sounds weird. That basically sounds to me like he's saying, you know, I'm... you know, like, these are the things I want to think about right now, and if you worry about something else. I'm not really interested. First, you know, deal with my problems, and then that might make you understand your problems as well. It kind of sounds weird. Never mind.
All right. Why have you come?
Giggity. Wait.
Oh my, how lewd.
Alright, right, we can't take any of these. We've already read that one. So, I think we're good here. So, let's see what our favorite Sawbones has to say. Well, second favorite, of course. I'm sorry, Ellie. Ah. That's interesting that she's just now walking there. Very leisurely.
Hey, Captain, and we ought to keep it hush-hush. You know about what happened here, right? The history of Amber Heights?
We read Water once, mentioned something to my dad about pirates wiping out of town. You mean this is the same place?
Common belief is that the pirates fled to an old relay station that had already been abandoned. Behind them, the station's locked up. But one of my cartridge in it, it's mostly corrupted, but I put a couple codes off of it. One is the code to the Amber Heights gate. But it's similar. I bet it opens a door.
Oh, Amber Heights was the spot we couldn't get into last time. When we walked past. Why are we keeping this to ourselves?
Graham isn't fond of talking about the history here. Friends who worked here. The massacre hit him pretty hard. You know him. Live and let live and all that. Right now. Especially if this ends to end.
So the Amber Heights gate.
Right, the access to Amber Heights. What gets this belonged to pirates. That means they knew someone. If someone gave them the gate code, all those deaths, Captain, that blood is on their hands.
Oh. So that would make sense. If he didn't, since I thought he was in security, but like as he said, he was a writer. So maybe he just, you know, let them in. A random door code doesn't sound useful.
I know it's a lot. If we miss something there, you can get into that station. Maybe we can get some answers.
I don't get what's so important about this. Don't you have bigger problems?
I surely do. But it's not far. They died in there. They died with their munitions. We'll need them. Besides, if it's filled with valuables from the aristocrats, we can pawn them off on Sublight and get ourselves ahead on our food budget.
Okay, go to the relay station, see if the code's useful. Anything else?
Just a warning. The area is infested with mantisaurs. I'd send some help, but, you know, preparing for war.
Alright, I'm on it.
Appreciate it. If it works, bring back anything you find. Supplies are best, but information's good too. Someone was behind the massacre? Give a lot of people around here some closure to find out who and string them up. Watch out for the
Okay. We're getting to the...
You ever been off Monarch, Nyoka? Before you met the captain, I mean.
Nah, I mostly just drank and hunted. As soon as you stop to dream of other things, that'll be the day something sneaks up and eats you.
Don't fret, I'm watching your back now. Anything try to eat us, I'll give it a mighty whack on the nose.
Damn. You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
Aww. They're so cute together. Oh, you're getting choppy sound again? Oh yeah. Well, that's not good. Yeah, I seen the pictures. When was it? Just now. Oh, that's... So I hope it wasn't during the conversation with Sora. Yeah. Okay, so I guess this is where I end the stream. I think the sound of me should still be good, even though the graphics don't look that good. What I'm thinking about doing is let's do a little raid if we can. Just have to see. I was thinking about raiding someone who has an exceptional stream today. Yes, and they're already on, so we can just go over there. That's good. So, just stay along, come along if you want to. You don't have to stay, but maybe check out that stream, see if it's something you like. Or for those of you who have already been there, well, you know, you don't have to go over to that stream now. So I hope to see you again next Sunday or next Wednesday when we'll be playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Some more New Game Plus. So hopefully see you then, and bye bye.